Get ready to uncover some of the darkest moments in American history. These are the top 10 worst decisions the United States has ever made. Moments that shaped the nation, and not in a good way. Number 10. The handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. From delayed responses to political infighting and widespread misinformation, America's reaction to the COVID-19 outbreak was slow and chaotic. The result? Over 1 million lives lost, overwhelmed hospitals, and years of economic and emotional damage. A global crisis that exposed deep cracks in leadership and public trust. Number 9. Ignoring climate change. For decades, scientists warned us about global warming, but political gridlock and corporate interests delayed real action. Now, rising sea levels, extreme weather, and environmental destruction are here. And the cost of ignoring the planet keeps rising. Number 8. Financial deregulation. Leading to the 2008 crash, greed met freedom when banks were deregulated in the early 2000s. Bad loans, inflated housing prices, and shady deals spiraled into a full-blown financial meltdown. Millions lost homes, jobs, and savings, and the ripple effect shook the entire world. Number 7. Native American displacement and genocide, from the Trail of Tears to broken treaties. America's expansion came at the cost of native lives, cultures, and land. Entire tribes were erased, and centuries later, the scars are still there, a legacy of injustice that can't be undone. Number 6. Prohibition. In 1920, alcohol was banned in an attempt to clean up America. But instead of order, it created chaos. Speakeasies thrived, organized crime exploded, and violence soared. By 1933, the government reversed its decision. A clear example of policy gone wrong. Number 5. The war on drugs launched in the 1970s and intensified in the 80s. The war on drugs filled prisons but failed to stop addiction. Communities, especially minority ones, were devastated. Billions were spent, but little changed. A war that punished more than it protected. Number 4. The Iraq War. In 2003, the U.S. invaded Iraq over supposed weapons of mass destruction. None were ever found. The war destabilized the Middle East, cost trillions of dollars, and led to the rise of terrorist groups like ISIS, one of the most costly foreign policy blunders in modern history. Number 3. Japanese-American internment camps. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, over 120,000 Japanese Americans were forcibly relocated to internment camps. They lost their homes, businesses, and freedoms without a single proven threat. A civil rights tragedy driven by fear and racism. Number 2. Slavery and its legacy. For centuries, slavery was legal in America, an institution built on human suffering and stolen labor. Even after abolition, racism lived on through segregation and systemic inequality. The legacy of slavery continues to affect the nation to this day. Number 1. The Vietnam War. Fueled by the fear of communism, the U.S. plunged into a brutal conflict in Southeast Asia. Over 58,000 American lives were lost. Millions of Vietnamese civilians died. The war tore America apart socially and politically, and left behind decades of mistrust in government decisions. A war that many believe should never have been fought. Every country makes mistakes, but what matters most is whether we learn from them. Which decision do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more powerful top 10 breakdowns every single week.